Hey everybody, Dionne Mejer here, Revenue by Design, and we were talking with you, or we were regularly scheduled to talk with Scott Cobett today, who's the CEO of Mesa West Marketing. He unfortunately got called away to a client emergency, which we have all unfortunately experienced. So we appreciate him being willing to come on and share his success story with us. In lieu of Scott joining us today and in anticipation of Lead with Soul coming out very shortly, I wanted to share a little bit of the quotes from our time together where Scott graciously gave his time to be interviewed for the book Lead with Soul. And that's what makes Lead with Soul so impactful. It's not theory, it's not fluff. Lead with Soul is a book grounded in experience, grounded in stories from real world leaders that have been there, done that, who have learned how to lead with soul, lead with humanity to truly lift their team. And by doing so, lift the entire organization to see tremendous results. And quite frankly, we need more of that in this world. While achieving our goals from a revenue perspective is all well and good, quite frankly, those are table stakes. What is more impactful and more important is making sure our team comes along with the journey. That as we are achieving our revenue results, we're also bringing our team along and we're hitting the finish line in one piece. We're not crossing the finish line bedraggled and put out and war torn. We're crossing the line victoriously with our heart health, humanity, and mental health intact at the end of the day. There's no point achieving victory and not being able to enjoy it. So what I really, really loved about what Scott shared was in a series of questions. One of the, let me back up a little bit. For all of the individuals, all of the chief CXOs that agreed to be interviewed for the book, I asked them a series of 8 different questions. And the answers to those 8 different questions are found in the book. Everything from what are your values and principles to you for your leadership style and leadership methodology to how do you know you're living those? One of the other questions I asked all of the leaders was, what is your advice to new leaders? And Scott's answer was so amazing and addresses the heart of imposter syndrome that maybe you're feeling. I know I certainly felt it when I first became a leader, which was you're going to fail. Learn. And I remember Scott and I were talking about this, that I just felt mind blown by that. As someone who grew up not only in my family, but entering corporate America after college and a recovering perfectionist, I thought I had to have all the answers. And for those of you that are in the seat of leadership right now, you're probably shaking your head going, yeah, maybe I thought the same thing. And quite frankly, leadership isn't about having all the answers. Leadership is literally being able to fail and learn and guide and shepherd people. And I thought that was really, really amazing and important that Scott shared that. In addition to that, one of the questions I asked all of the interviewees was, how do you know? How do you know you're walking the walk and talking the talk? Because we can all smell bullshit a mile and a half away. When our behaviors don't align with our words, there's incongruency there that we pick up on as humans. That's why if you're ever upset but putting on a happy face with little kids, they pick up on it and they look at you because they know there are incongruencies that are showing up that we can feel. Whether we're in person or remote, we can feel those things. And so again, Scott's answer to that question of how do you know that you are walking the walk and talking the talk on your leadership methodology, that your values, and he shared his values of honesty, humility, and approachability are ringing true. And what he does is every year he does a third-party annual audit on his numbers, his people, what he's got going on. And I thought that was so brave that it is easy as a leader to say, I'm doing the thing, but we don't really know. We're not examining our four potential blind spots and, quite frankly, being open to feedback and course correcting. It's not easy, but is truly the only way to make sure that we are walking the walk and talking the talk. Now, I encourage you to visit Scott's profile, check out his company. He and I are part of a group, a networking group here in Southern California. That's how he and I met. Scott does tremendous work. He has an amazing track record in the work that he does. I encourage you to go ahead and visit his profile. And as the book comes out, I encourage you to get on the wait list. We are really close right now. We are in our final edits for the cover design. And so hopefully in the next couple of weeks, the book will be available. Until then, I encourage you to get on the wait list, hear from leaders like Scott and others on what it means to truly live out your values as a leader, to bring your team along for the ride, to see tremendous results, not only in revenue, but also in your team's engagement, to create an organization and a culture that thrives in so many ways beyond revenue. Thank you so much. I encourage you again, get on the wait list for Lead with Soul. It is coming soon, I promise. We look forward to seeing you soon and making sure that you are leading with soul and your team can feel it. You will absolutely see the results shine through. Thank you.